We rise in support today of legislation that would prohibit those that are found guilty of sexual violence and those that have restraining orders against them, no contact orders in that context, from having guns. It's very, very dangerous for people in those two categories to have guns. We only need to look at what's happened in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, there's been 155 deaths in the domestic violence arena. 93 of them where guns were used, where guns were the result of that. And in many of them, the person had been convicted of a domestic violence offense and or had a no contact order against him. 20 children were among those that died. There is a law against possessing guns by these two types of people. It's a federal law. And you know, we never want the federal government to be ahead of the state of Iowa, do we? If they can have a law, we should be able to here in Iowa. While there is a federal law, there are limited resources by the federal agencies to bring these cases, with all their other many, many responsibilities. This kind of violation is much more effectively and efficiently, particularly efficiently, enforced at the state level. And that's exactly what we want to do. About a fourth of the murders in Iowa, the homicides, are in the domestic violence category. 1/4 of all our murders. There's probably one or two a month, each month. And we think this would do something to stop that kind of death, pain, and suffering. So we ask the legislature to pass this legislation. Bob Brammer is going to play a video of a situation where a man who was under a no-contact order still had a gun and terrorized his separated spouse. In this situation, she was not killed, fortunately. The man that you saw on the screen was prosecuted for first-degree kidnapping and convicted and serving a life sentence in the Iowa penitentiary. But she didn't have to go through that terror and that horror that you could see. And she could have been killed. So that's why we need this legislation.